What's going on, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today I've got some more NBA news to, of course, be talking about with you guys. For those of you who haven't seen about this, rather, it's kind of being reported right now that the Indiana Pacers are actually really expecting to potentially blow up the team and actually start a full-blown rebuild again. This is being reported by nearly every journalist and their dad, so again, it's really hard just to name one journalist because you could really go on forever. I think most people have heard about it by now. The Pacers are looking to start a rebuild, and it's the first time in a very long time that the Pacers have actually wanted to do something like this. And I think a lot of Pacers fans are happy because they have been stuck in kind of the middle situation for a long time, and it is, this season where things kind of fell apart. TJ Warren has lost a lot of trade value. I mean, he's been out for like a year and a half. Not just that, he is a free agent. It really sucks for them with the whole TJ Warren situation. Then you got Sabonis now, who is reportedly being put up for trade. And I'm kind of disgusted that a lot of people are out there saying, well, they're going to have to trade Sabonis for this and that. And like, all they do is put in one first round pick that's from like a really good team. Like, do you think the Pacers are going to be wanting to trade an all-star type player like Domantas Sabonis, who has been an all-star the last couple of seasons? Is the Pacers still their best player? And without him, would they have as much wins as they would now? Probably not. You would definitely think that they could get a couple of really solid first-round picks out of a starting center like Sabonis that, has kind of come in and has been really consistent for the last couple of years. And look, he does play power forward on this Pacers team. Would he go start at center on another team? I'm not too sure. I don't know if he's good enough defensively, especially with his consistency, to go ahead and guard, the center position full time. I think he will probably lean on being more of a power forward. But what a lot of people don't realize about Sabonis, kind of this year is, look, his three-point percentage has been a little bit, is 30%. That's still relatively good. He shot 21 of 70. Some people go, well, does he shoot enough threes as a power forward? Maybe not, but he still averages 18 points per game and 12 rebounds, which is absolutely insane stats. Like, the guy is still a really good player. And the thing that's kind of come out of this, though, is a lot of people have really been, putting some teams forward on what team could potentially actually go out there and, of course, trade for, Sabonis. And a team that a lot of people have been talking about right now is actually the Golden State Warriors. It would somewhat make sense because the only missing piece that the Warriors actually potentially don't have is maybe that center player. But I'm also going to kind of, talk about this in the video, like, should they trade for him, should they not? And, kind of give my reasons on why I think this, and also maybe some supporting reasons on why they maybe should. Of course, I'll first start off with my opinion, which I'm sure some of you guys might not care about, but hey, this is my opinion on the whole matter. I don't think the Warriors should go out and trade for Sabonis. I think their chemistry is so good right now, being 21-4, that it's probably, not worth going out and trading for Sabonis. Also, Andrew Wiggins is having an outstanding season. The issue I have with the Golden State Warriors, though, like, the only one is I'm still trying to figure out how the whole situation is going to work when Clay returns. Because, of course, when Clay returns, does Jordan Poole then lose his starting shooting guard spot and then have to come off the bench? I'm not sure. Or do you maybe look to say, hey, we'll try and trade Andrew Wiggins, and we'll trade Andrew Wiggins for a better player like maybe Karl Anthony Towns or Domantas Sabonis? Then you could be looking at a starting five that, you implement Clay, you still keep Jordan Poole in, and then, of course, you bring in maybe Cat or Sabonis at center. Look, it's really, really hard to, say, and I really don't know how they're going to do this, but to be honest, I think they will, experiment a little bit with it, but I think ultimately it will most likely be Jordan Poole coming off the bench. I can't see them going out and getting a dude like Sabonis. I think they're just going to wait till Clay comes back, see if he's healthy, and kind of, take it from there. See how the team goes. And again, Jordan Poole has played off the bench before. He'll probably still play 30 minutes per game, off that bench, because he'll still be the backup point guard. He'll still be the backup shooting guard. He can probably slot into the three a little bit too if they really need it, as that small ball, small forward. It's really hard to say, though, but I do think he'll have a role off the bench. And I really do think that's what most Warriors fans want. I don't think they want to see Andrew Wiggins go or get traded. So really, it will just be pull off the bench. I think a lot of Warriors fans would rather keep their assets and not jump the gun and go for a dude like Cat or Domantas Sabonis and just kind of say, well, we've got the assets right now. We're in a really good position. Let's not jump the gun. Let's keep Wiggins. Let's keep Jordan Poole off the bench. You know, maybe when Klay comes back, and then they'll just say, well, can we win a championship doing this? The thing is, yeah, they can. They can compete for the championship doing that. In fact, they are probably the best team in the league right now, and Klay hasn't even come back yet. Even James Wiseman, he could come back and make an improvement. I'm not sure how they'll go with James Wiseman coming back, but hey, if he can learn how to play the Kevon Looney role that Kevon Looney's been doing, you know, so good at for so long, I'm sure they'll be fine with the whole James Wiseman situation, and he'll potentially come in and potentially fill a role and do alright. But, you know, the thing is too, that we all got to look out for is, what's the possibility of them trading for Sabonis? Obviously, in my opinion, it's pretty low, but just to make this video more fun, I think we're going to actually have to talk about, well, what if they actually do trade for Sabonis? What would it most likely be? Of course, Warriors fans, please don't jump the gun and say this is what I'm suggesting on what should 100% happen. I'm not. We're just doing this as a fun, you know, kind of trade scenario that probably won't happen, and you would probably hope it doesn't happen. But this is the only way they get Sabonis. If they want Sabonis and they like Sabonis, like some of these NBA fans are saying they should, then hey, maybe they trade Andrew Wiggins and a first-round pick or two, and then you get Sabonis to the team. Does the team improve? Probably. It probably does improve, because then you, of course, bring in, you know, you kind of have a situation then where you have, you know, Klay Thompson at that 3, and then you have Jordan Poole at the 2, and then both get the star. Draymond's at the 4, and then you bring in Sabonis at the 5. But another issue that you kind of run into there is, well, what about James Wiseman? He's probably going to be wanting some big minutes here and there. So maybe do you just say, well, we'll also just give you maybe just James Wiseman and Andrew Wiggins for Domantas Sabonis. If I'm the Pacers, I'm doing that. You get one of the best elite role players in the league in Andrew Wiggins, and you get one of the best young centers in the league in James Wiseman, who could be a really good player. And then when they trade away Miles Turner, James Wiseman can be their new starting center. So hey, it's a really interesting situation, but I just don't think they're going to be able to make this camp work unless they were to trade Andrew Wiggins, which it's pretty obvious Warriors fans just don't want. They want to keep Wiggins. They want him on the team. He's having a great year, 18.5 points per game on 41% from 3. Really, really crazy good defense. There's no way they just trade Andrew Wiggins. I don't think so. The whole Sabonis thing, I don't think he's going to go to the Warriors. I don't know what team he's going to go to. I have a feeling that the Pacers are going to want to trade him and Turner for a young center. The only one I think they'll keep, well, you know, 2 rather. I think they'll have to keep, of course, you know, I think Brogdon, because Brogdon's just such a good player for this team and they love him as a leader. He's going to have to stay. I don't think they're going to trade him. And then TJ Warren, of course, will come in and I think be pretty decent or so for this team. At least he should. You know, and I just don't think they're going to trade him because I don't think his value is high. I think they'll hope he maybe re-signs in the off-season. If they give him a max or something like that, which they could have to do, then that's probably right. But yeah, they're going to look to trade Turner. They're going to look to trade LeVert. They're going to look to trade Sabonis. They'll probably put Jeremy Lamb McConnell on the trade block and see if anyone, of course, wants to trade for him. But yeah, who should trade for Sabonis? It's a really tough one. The Knicks could be a team that look to maybe get him. He'd actually be really nice with Randall, I would think. That would actually be an insanely good team. The Detroit Pistons, who are a really nice, young, rebuilding team, they desperately need a center. They could maybe look at that. And then, you know, they would actually be a lot better going forward. But I think right now they're just kind of steady on the rebuild. You know, that's pretty obvious. Dallas, he would actually be pretty nice with Kristaps. But yeah, there's a lot of different moves. I just think, yeah, it's going to be really hard to see where he's going to go. I just don't think it's going to be the Golden State Warriors. But as I was saying, you know, thank you guys so much for watching. Please make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel for all the latest NBA content and NBA news. Of course, don't forget to subscribe to my gaming channel and my IRL/vlog channel. Check out my podcast as well if you haven't already. Links for them will all be in the description down below. But as I was saying, thank you guys so much for watching. Please make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and comment. And I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.